In this tutorial, I will show you how to create your own game and getting well versed with Android Studio. So to create your own game, first we need to make your own project. So to create your own project in Android Studio, a new project, go to File and then from there select New. Or if you have opened it newly, then you can direct create from the new project. Since I have already installed and create one project, I am creating it from here. So new project, and then select empty activity from phone and tablet templates. Since we are making game for phone and tablet, we will be selecting it from phone and tablet, and then click on next, and then we will be giving the name to our application as NHunter. So this is our domain name or package name, you can say, and this is the location where it will be saved, and the language we'll be using to create our app is Java, and the minimum SDK which will require is API 16, and then just click on finish. So our project is loading and it will be soon open, so let's wait for that time. So here, as you can see, our project is open, and let's have a quick look over the whole layout of Android Studio. Since I won't go into the dozens of different windows and menu options because we will cover them as we need them, but here are few details to help begin getting familiar with Android Studio. Have a look at the screen below and you will notice two major sections, one on the left and larger window on the right. So let's have a look on the panel on the left. This is the project panel, we can say. So let's take a closer look over here. As you can see, there are few folders and subfolders. For around 90% of every project, we will only need one folder. The folder I am referring to is the Java. Here you can see main activity.java in the com in source of our app. So you are not well versed with this extension, but in the course we will get well versed with it as by the time passes. So notice that this folder is having more folders like res and android.manifest. So we will be soon getting over to there. Feel free to explore the other folders. We will also be using the res folder in later projects to add sound files and graphics. We will be making brief adjustment to the file in the manifest folder and in a moment as well. The important points to take away from this section is that is the project panel, and all our code will go into the top com.example.nhunter. If you entered a different company domain back in the starting the first project NHunter section, then the name of the folder in your project panel will be different, but exact same principles will be followed. So now go to the editor window. This is where, as the name suggests, we will edit our code. Typically, we will add multiple code files to the com.game.school.nhunter folder and add code them to the editor window. We can have multiple code files ready for editing at once. Have a look at the next image. So here, let's move to manifests. Android manifest file is open. Make these changes in package name as com.example nhunter. And after making this change, again move to your nhunter.java file and make these changes in your class name as public class extend activity. Give the name of your game. Now after giving the name of your game, again move to up and give this command import android.app.activity. It's the command in which we are calling a class named as activity student android.app. So now after making the change in your Java file, again move to your android.manifest file and move to your Android name and change your Android name as nhunter. And after changing your name, go here before the closing bracket and tap enter. Tap it twice or thrice and move your closing bracket little bit down, and then type the code which I am doing. So start with Android theme Android theme as @Android style /theme dot no title bar and then dot full screen. This command we are giving in order to lock our game to full screen and landscape orientation, since we want to use every pixel that player's Android device has to offer. So we have to make changes to the Android manifest file, which allows us to make configuration changes. And after giving this code, again move to here, again press enter again and write, just go up and write Android cut this, allow embedded, write screen orientation. Now after is equals to, in this two braces write landscape. So here is the first coding which we have to make in order to lock the game to full screen landscape orientation. So the code we have just written and the rest of the contents of the Android manifest.xml, we call it as XML, extensible markup language. So Android uses XML for several different configurations. It is not necessary Android uses XML to learn this language or as to make all the projects in this book. Our game will use all the screen space the device makes available, and the screen has been locked in the landscape mode even if the player holds the device in portrait orientation. So, deploying the game so far. Before we explore any of the code and learn our first bit of Java, you might be surprised to learn that we can already run our project. It will be just a blank screen, but as we will be running the game as often as possible to check our program, let's see how to do that now. You have three options: run the game on the emulator on PC, part of the Android Studio, or run the game on real Android device in USB debugging mode, or export the game as a full Android project that can be uploaded to the Play Store. So the first option is the easiest to set up because we did as a part of setting up Android Studio. So I have shown you how to download an emulator and run it. You can refer to the video and I have given that video's link in the description.